Jay here from I Wonder UK. It's day 23 of the Southwest Coastal Path Challenge. Yesterday I was trying to get through to Porthcurno. My tendon just gave up on me. I had to cut it short by about a couple of miles. Ended up in Porthcurno, Porth, G-W-A-R-R-A. I'm a little bit stealthier camped than normal because I'm just tucked at the end of the village, just at the other side of the car park. So I've got up a little bit early, trying to get a bit of early start. There's a couple of things I like to see in the morning, but I've still got to get through to Penzance, which I'm reckoning 13, 14 miles. So an early start would be good. Let's crack it on. Packed up, nice early start. It's just 7:30 now. Takes longer than you think, you know. I was thinking, and I'm not doing a Ray Mears on anybody, but when you're out in nature for a while, you start realising that stuff isn't against you, it's just bloody nature. Like this morning I got up and I had to wipe down my ground sheet footprint. Yesterday morning I just held it above my head like a flag for about 20 to 30 seconds. It was dry. This morning I had to sponge it off. It took me about 2 or 3 minutes, but there you go. And like today, even though the weather's hasn't made up its mind yet, at least you can stand up outside and put your mover over your back to get yourself going. Yeah, you've got to be outside and lift your shirt up, but it's not raining on me. All packed up, ready to go. Like I say, not sure what the weather's doing today. You've got some black stuff, a little bit of blue stuff, and a little bit of more blue stuff. It's not quite established itself yet. Like I was saying before, I didn't quite make Porthcurno yesterday. My tendons were both playing up in the morning. By the afternoon, my left one was just giving out on me, and I felt like I couldn't go on, and then two, I felt like I got into that rushing stage again. And I know the last couple of miles, it's worth spending some time through. There's a Minehead theatre, which I'm looking forward to going through. I have been up the steps one time, but I've got to go down them today. But looking forward to seeing it. Especially this time in the morning. I'll probably be there 8:30ish, so nice and quiet hopefully. Anyway, let's get a go. Let's get this day on. Another one of them little hidey holes, literally 100 metres out of the village. Sneaky little buggers. I used to love these little tracks leading down to the village when you were away on holiday as a kid. Thought you were the first person to ever find them. Look at these rocks. Marvellous. Over 5 foot tall, that. 3 or 4 layers of rock, that's it. And we're out there. Quick little look back before we get really going. That car park centre of the street, I was just tucked in behind there on a nice little bit of flat grass. Well, flat-ish. As you come up out of the village, literally 5 or 10 minutes out of the village, the path gets really narrow and there's gorse bushes and thorn bushes on both sides. You literally have to pull your rucksack through, so if you're precious, be warned. 20 minutes or so after leaving the village and you made the ascent out, up through the rocks and stuff, it turns into a nice path. Sort of like just going gently up and down. It's beautiful first thing in the morning. Mental note to myself, I went synthetic with everything for this challenge because I knew I was going to get wet. And I didn't want the risk of having down stuff and getting, so my sleeping bag and my jacket are both synthetic, but something I need to add to my list is like a headband or something. I noticed yesterday and in the first 10 days, because of the wind blowing in your ears all day long, I've got like earache and my hearing, which isn't the best at normal times, is actually aching. I can feel it running down the side of me ear, down my neck. So I need like a headband or something just to keep the wind out, but not keep the heat in my head. Because as I said before, I run too hot. Any ideas? St. Levan's well. This guy's trying to get through the cloud. It's quite nice actually. And over this footbridge, and I'm guessing along that track, centre of screen now, you get elevation again because we've just come down. Over the last week or so, I've noticed a lot more snowdrops. The first week it was, you know, one or two every now and again, but now they're quite prolific. And I think I've seen a couple of bluebells, but not quite sure. The daffodils have obviously been out for a while, but yeah, spring is coming. And the sea don't care. As you come over the top of Pedon Menamere, I'm going to try and say, you've got another outlook. You can say goodbye to what you left behind. I think the Minehead Theatre is probably another 20-30 minutes away. I think possibly over the other end of that headland, so maybe 40 minutes or so. I was totally wrong about that headland. It was far closer than that. This is Porthcurno, less than an hour away from us. I'm glad I stopped myself out. It's not 8:30 in the morning yet. What a way to spend the start of your day, just contemplating. Just in the centre of that beach, someone sitting there just watching the morning come alive. Zed, come on, you've got to come down them. Can't be waiting for you all day long. Coming down these steps from the Minehead Theatre, you do have to have a head for heights because they tend to just drop off over the side. The wind's only light today, which I'm thankful for. I'm trying to get down these before. In fact, as I've just come out to the clearing, I can hear the wind going past it, so it looks like I better concentrate a little bit more. Porthcurno. Someone's favourite beach, eh? 20 to 9 in the morning, March the 23rd. Just had a really great chat at the bottom of Porthcurno beach. The video and photo I got earlier on, the woman sitting just contemplating the morning. Just literally just been chatting to her for 15-20 minutes. Amazing person, amazing human being. Goes, picks up rubbish every single morning, but just a really interesting person. The path to come back out of Porthcurno, you need to get some ascent, and you're going over a lot of rocks. Not little rocks, like where the whole pathway is rock. Fortunately enough, it's dry today, so not slippy at all, but you have to meander your way up, that's for sure. Just taking a look out to Logan Rock, I believe. No, it's Logan Rock. Look at the sun just breaking on the water over there. Come on, you can do it. Now that's a sitting bench. It's going to be there for a while. I don't think I've ever seen a horse sleeping. These two in front were laying down, the other one looked like they were guarding them. but they're just not bothered. He's laying down sleeping. I'm going to try and gently go around them now, because I think I've said before, they're not my favourite things. I'll tell you why another time, but yeah, it's alright. Go back to sleep. There you go. Go back to sleep. Shh. Go back to sleep. There you go. Thank you. Go back to sleep. That's the direction we're going, and the sun is trying to pop its head out. Unfortunately, this cloud hasn't blown past yet. I've got a couple of drops on my head. I'm hoping it will. If I can outrun it, maybe. No, don't think so. The last 20 minutes or so from Porthcurno, they're going fairly steady and fairly easy. Walking across cliff tops. No real bigger sense or descents. I'm starting one now. But just nice views out across the seas and the headlands, so just enjoy. But just as I said that, we're starting to ascend again. Down this little bit, we've got to get down to the bottom. I imagine it ducks in a bit, and then back out there on the other side. The path in the middle there. Let's go. Just tripping down now to the little hamlet, I guess, of Penzance, I want to say. Yeah, very pretty. Down, round across the ramp, back out those steps the other side next to the house, and up the hill. Of course I'm trying to go over it. Oh, perhaps need some longer legs. Successful, and I've got a welcoming committee. A dog the size of a horse. Let's try and placate him. I made a pathway and stepping stones out of a natural stone about 15 years ago. Quite frustrating, but very, very satisfying when you get it right. Pretty little cove. Rain cloud caught up with me. I was due my 5-minute break. I've been going for a couple of hours, so I had to break out the poncho. Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? I'm rocking it. Definitely rocking it. But I hope it's going to blow over fairly quick. It showered a little bit, it stopped, and there's another little bit coming. I'm hoping it stops before I go. I'll have 5 minutes and leave, because if not, I'll melt within 20 minutes having this on. So let's see if I can just sit it out. And the sun's just broke through. Rain stopped, the sun broke through. Still spitting a bit rain a little bit. Just enjoying the tranquility of this little hamlet, or whatever you call it, before I get to Penzance this afternoon with the hustle and bustle of that. Not really looking forward to it, but it's got to be done. So I just climbed out of Penzance Cove. It's only a little climb, but I got overtaken by a day trekker, whatever, and there was some usual pleasantries, just a morning. And then the comment as she overtook me going up the rocks was, oh, I think the first day of the day is the worst bit, when you need to warm up, when you carrying stuff on your back. It's always so heavy. Whilst tapping her back, which at most had 2 kilos in. Literally, I've had sandwich boxes bigger. I appreciate, I'm not trying to knock her, but I don't need reminding that my backpack's heavy. And for about 20 seconds I started sliding down going, oh, this backpack's heavy. I knew that before, I just didn't need reminding. Forget it, move on. As far as I know, daffodils come from bulbs, so they're not like spread by wild birds and stuff. So You have to plant them. I understand they sort of multiply after you've planted them, but that would suggest that someone's come up here and planted these daffodils. There's loads of them, not so many on this bit, but the bit I've just been through. But whoever did that, thank you. This really does feel like spring morning. Thank you very much. The next little stretch, I'm not sure of the pronunciation, but I think it's Porthcurno, I believe, will be in there, and then coming out, and then we've obviously got those steps on the other side there, coming back out again to go in the height out onto that headland. Literally feel the spray crashing off of these when the big wave comes in. After yesterday, with the problems I had with my tendons, particularly my left Achilles tendon, I need to remind myself, it's something I thought of when I was training, to be honest, up and down hills, is to walk gently like grasshopper. Not like what I do or tend to fall into is a cross between the banana splits and Benny Hill. So place my feet gently and stop caning those bloody tendons. You know the steps are steep. If you're using trekking poles and your arms hurt, they're steep. After coming from the village, whose name I forgot, the little hamlet where I sat down. It's only a couple of minutes, go have a look. You've got a couple of bits going up and down, some sort of like steps going up. Quite steep, they don't go on forever. And then it straightens out and you follow along sort of almost the cliff top edge. The cliff top. Which is quite a nice walk. The rain's gone and the sun's still trying to break out. I might give it another couple of minutes. Stop, get this coat off, may even get my shorts on today. We'll see. Oh, that's better. Took myself 5 minutes and got my trousers off, my wind cheater. I can feel my body cooling down a little bit already. When I say I put shorts on, they're not short shorts because my legs are only short. They're down to about my knees, and my boots are halfway up my calf, so I've only got about 2 inches showing, but the air is lovely. Oh. I've got something else to keep me company now as well. 23 days I've had this rucksack on. Oh, this is the 23rd day I've had this rucksack on, and I've just put it back on 5 minutes ago when I put my shorts on, and it's acquired the Osprey squeak. I'll shake it off, or it drive me crazy, one or the other. It's just a guess, but I'd say we're about 3, maybe 3.5 miles from Porthcurno, and you end up coming through these gorse, and I'm not sure what they are, but it's like little hidden tunnels. And initially I used to get like, I can't see the sea from here, but it's quite nice because you go through there for a little bit and then you break out, and then all of a sudden you get a lovely view coming on board. So that might say coast path, not sure, but like I said before, I'm fairly short and I need to duck under some of these. You can literally hear waves, right? Let's be careful where I'm going to set the eye out with some of this gorse. But I can literally hear waves, which is always a good... Ooh. Watch where you're going, idiots. I think I just got a glimpse of some sea then. Yes, there we go. This is always lovely because it's like a little surprise, like it's teasing you and tempting you out. And that's where we're heading up next. Tripping through this pretty little woodland. You go past, there's a house on your right hand side you can see with mown grass, stuff like that, and I can see one in front of me just there. But you come down through these steps through this pretty little bit of woodland, and I can hear a stream running through as well. Very nice. Oh, I could hear this stream. Come down here into exotic land. They grow palm trees. Very pretty. St. Louis. L-O-Y. That's how you pronounce it. I love the way they've done what they've done with the garden. Looks almost natural. Beautiful little place. What an outlook. And it opens out to here, literally sea level. We need to negotiate our way across these rocks / boulders and find the exit out the other end. So we go. Man down. It's not too bad as long as you pick which boulders you're going to tread on. And I've done it a couple of times already. You get a couple of rockers. That square one in the distance there, that's at least 15-20 foot across. And probably 12 to 15 foot high, to give you some idea of the scale. Yeah, I've said on literally coming across, you can get a nice firm. So you start getting confident, and then you tread on when you get that rock. Oh no, but not so far, and nearly there now. I'm gonna put this away. After a very gentle ascent out of that cove, and I do mean gentle one, you don't even realise you're doing. Break in and then you see one of the headlands you've learned to know and love. Just trying to see with the pathway, I think it's in the middle there. Going out the side there. Let's go and find out. After a huge rock like transit size, covered in ivy, there's several steps that are very high you need to push yourself up, and unfortunately that turns into a stream coming down as well, and it's a little bit boggy, but we're not complaining, just letting you know. Look at these snowdrops. Just a little look back at the last bit. Centre of screen now is the house with a very pretty garden. You can see the cut grass and stuff. But what a location. So up on top, we're starting the way back down again, and there's our next outlook. Camp spot. You'd have to be a bit sneaky beaky because there's a farmhouse just up there, but if you got caught out, look at the previous picture, literally 5 meters after. This is one of the spots I had sort of marked out as a little wild camp spot. I think would have been my 22nd, I want to say. 22nd night. Is that a day mark? Next to I'm on the top of the little headland here called Gazelle, the granite block on it that I've got a picture of previously. Just round this next headland we should drop down to Lamorna Cove, and that headland there is Carn-Du. From there I've got a couple of miles on till Mousehole. after coming off that little headland gazelle with the prominent granite rock, the track falls down and gets a little bit lost. You go over a stream coming down, just follow some stones round for perhaps 10 metres and back in again, and then come back out. And you hit the cove of Lamorna, I believe. Stumble and trip way over the last few bits of rock, and hopefully should just be around the corner there. Pretty bit of path on the approach. Just go across there, but don't stumble. I think that little spot there is where I was going to overnight. Another one of my options. As you climb and scramble out of Lamorna, you've got these huge slabs of granite just edging the cliff. Way impressive. Wind's picked up a bit now. I'm not sure if this is the ideal place if you don't like heights or you suffer from vertigo. I'm not trying to be condescending, there's not much stopping you. There is a warning as you come around Lamorna. The next half a mile, I think it said, is strenuous, rocky, very cliffy, but there is no safety net here. Today's dry, the wind's just a little bit low, the breeze is just getting up now, but at least it's not wet. So, just a cautionary tale. About half a mile past Lamorna now, and you can hear the winds getting up as we turn the headland here. It's a bit, I'm not sure if it's tiredness, fatigue, carrying this Achilles injury, or the fact that I might have put 2 left boots on this morning, but I keep tripping over the silliest little things, and then little hazards are becoming, they're not hazards even, becoming an actual chore. For example, flat path coming along, just a few stones to hop over. Even these are becoming a challenge. I think hunger may be a big thing. I can only apologise. I've been giving you quite so many nice pictures and updates on this last bit since leaving Lamorna. That was about, I don't know, 30 minutes ago, 35 minutes ago, but because my tendon, and I think it's just hunger kicking in. I'm having to concentrate desperately on this, so apologies. It's a little example of path. It keeps going from that to bog, and it's kicking the crap out of my tendons and my knees. God, I sound like a whiner. I can't fathom out what's wrong with me. I know the tendons are playing up, my knees are throbbing, but normally when I get the boom boom heads, when I come uphill or being strenuous, if I stop and I recover really quickly, but I've constantly got the boom 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 in my head all the time here, and I just can't clear it. Even when I stop, take a breather for a couple of seconds, it's just not clear. I can hear it now. After scrambling around from Lamorna, you eventually get to like a little lookout shed. There was a bench which I've had to sit down, and to be honest with you, I had to review. You can't see very much down this passageway. I've had to review and have a little word with myself, and I'll be honest, I'm struggling. My boots, I think, are seeing the end of the days. They're rubbing my heels now. They're giving up. The tendons have been giving me shit for the last 3 days, and I think I'll be silly if I try and push this too far. I've got to get to Penzance, and then when I'm in Penzance, I was actually booked to B&B for a little bit of luxury tonight, but that's going to be another couple of miles walk there. I'm on the approach to Mousehole, so what I think I might do is go down into Mousehole, try and get something to eat, because I think that's the big part of the problem. Catch a bus into Penzance, find a B&B, rest up for the night, catch the bus back to Mousehole and walk that bit tomorrow, because I'm going to do some permanent injury here, and I'm not being a bleater. I can put up with a lot. I like to think the pain barrier is quite high, but this is 3 days running I've been walking with these tendons giving me this much crap. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll let you know though. Oh, so I thought we had a little bit of a view then. As soon as we get a view, I'll let you know. I've never been so grateful to see a finger post in all my life. I just love that word, sorry. I was trying to keep a straight face. Yeah, that finger post just saying Mousehole, half a mile. I think that's what I've got to do. I'm literally getting to the foot stage where I'm doing pigeon steps, if anybody knows what I'm talking about there. Little tiny steps, I'm struggling. The rucksack's killing me. Just, I think I've hit a low ebb. To be expected, I guess, but let's see what I can see. Getting views the other side, which is days to come yet. I'll look out and let you know more about them as soon as I find out.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'm tired of